Hey Pisces, this is going to be a general message for you guys. So anyone with prominent Pisces placements in your birth chart, this could be Pisces sun, moon, or rising. You could have a lot of activity going on in your 12th house, or even have several planets in the sign of Pisces. So either way, this message is for you. If the title was something that caught your eye, hopefully you get some sort of message from this reading today. All right, what is coming through for the Pisces group that I'm reading for? So you have the card of Juno here, representing partnership. So the reading today is going to be for those of you who are in partnership or who are contemplating partnership in some way. Juno in astrology has to do with the work that is put into relationships. All right, so as we know, not all relationships are smooth sailing. In order to have, really solid, long-lasting relationships that have depth and substance and trust and, respect, there has to be work put into these relationships from both parties. So there's something around this at this time. So whether you are in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, but you are contemplating relationship or thinking to yourself, like, am I ready for a relationship? There is a lot of work that goes into supporting a partner and building that bond, right? So there's something around that. Maybe some of you have a partner in mind, like you are, just dating someone, getting to know someone, and it's time to go the next step or the next level with them, and you're thinking about this at this time. But this is a focus for the Pisces group that I'm picking up on right now. Let's see what's coming through for you guys. What's in the personal energy for the Pisces? There's a lot of communication I'm feeling here, like putting your cards on the table. Being open with one another about wants and likes and dislikes, and just sort of where you're coming from or where you see the relationship going, what needs to happen in order for this relationship to thrive or to work out. So a lot of like we need to talk type of energy. I'm also getting that work or finances have something to do with this as well. I think that for the majority of relationships, that's always a factor, right? So you have to be on the same page as it relates to money and, careers and things, being very supportive of one another, doing your part, playing fair, right? Like having it be a fair game. What else here? The cards are not talking today, Pisces. So I don't know if you don't want to have this conversation with your partner. It's like, what is this about? Like, I'm feeling somebody, just like not understanding why it's so important to have this conversation, or, like maybe trying to get out of having the talk. What else here? So you have the Two of Pentacles coming out. First card out. This is telling me that you are on the fence. You're juggling two possibilities, two ideas, two situations. You're weighing out your options. You're making a list of pros and cons. Yeah. So you go from the 2 to the 1 here. You have to pick. You have to make a choice. I don't know if somebody is giving you an ultimatum, or you're giving someone an ultimatum here. The choice is coming through, and it also has to do, for the most of you, with money and something of material. So if you're getting serious with your partner, this talk is bound to come up. If you are already in a relationship or a marriage, the talk of your stability, security, material, prosperity or assets, budgeting, things like that. Wow. Okay. For some of you, you feel like you have to make a choice between work and love. You feel like some of you are feeling like that either, how can I say this? Like if your partner is not at a level materialistically, financially, then you cannot be with them or you cannot love them, or someone is feeling that way about you. Someone is trying to find a balance here between money and love, money and relationship. I mean, it does make sense. Everything that we were speaking of before I dropped the cards here. But I also still feel that somebody is like, why is this such a big deal? Something is a big deal, more important than you make it out to be or that you wish it was. It's like, why is money so important? Like somebody is saying to another person, like, you're kidding, right? Like you're really saying in order for us to be together, I have to make this amount of money or do this type of job or something like that. Like, can't love just be enough? Can't we find a way to compromise? What else, please? What's in the environment for the Pisces? Pisces is trying to create opportunities for love and money here as well. It's like evaluating your current situation and trying to figure out where the gaps are. Oh, yeah. Where you can make more out of something. So you have the Nine of Pentacles in your environment. There is somebody who is financially stable, independent, secure, stable. They are good. They are happy. They are content. Maybe you're putting this onto yourself, right? Like you are dealing with somebody who has really made a life for themselves by themselves. And maybe you love them, but you feel that you're not good enough or something like that because you're not at their level. For others of you, it really is somebody saying like, look, you have to have your shit together in order for us to be together. And I don't know, this is you telling them or them telling you. Yeah, there's like a letdown. There's a feeling of like, dang, like I wish things were different, you know, it could have really worked out if things were different. Someone is just let down here. Like it's like your wish almost came true. Like you almost had what you've been looking for, what you've been wanting. Sometimes we like, let's just say you've been single, right, for a long time. And, you know, you date and you meet people and you go through people and it's always a thing of like, no, that's not the one, or, you know, we're just not on the same page, or we don't have the same goals, like whatever. But you always have this idea in your head of like what you want, right? Like the ideal person, the ideal relationship, the ideal situation. It feels like this person to you was ideal. But sometimes when we have this ideal and like we don't think about everything that comes along with it, you know, like, are we really ready for this ideal situation, this ideal relationship, this ideal person? If this person were to come knocking on our door right now, you know, are we in a place in life where we can meet it head on, face to face, right? And do the things that are required, again, to maintain a relationship like this, and to be ready for this person. Because this is a whole other person coming from a whole other lifestyle, a whole other way of living, you know, expectations, requirements, standards, whatever. So it just feels like maybe this is like your ideal person, your ideal situation, but you just didn't think about what you needed to bring to the table in order to meet this head on, in order to say yes to it and really take advantage of this relationship or opportunity. And this could be vice versa. It could be somebody else feeling this way about you. But yeah, that's what it feels like. Like it could have been perfect. It could have been great, but there's a but here, you know. All right, let's get some more cards for the Pisces. We're going to take a look at the next 30 days from the time that you watch this video. If you are relating to this reading so far, please press the like button, hit the little like button. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. But we're looking at the next 30 days. So whenever you come across this video, hopefully it has something for you, like I said. All right, so we have the Three of Wands, the next 2 to 3 weeks, or 1 to 2 weeks, sorry. You are waiting for something to come through. You're waiting for something to happen. You want this new start. King of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it just, I don't know. It's like the opportunity is in your hands, is at your doorstep, like I said. But you, and it's like, okay, like, is this really here? I'm going to take it if it's offered, right? Like, I'm going to go for it, but I know better. I know that there is a high likelihood that I'm not ready for this. But I'm going to try it anyway. It's like going up against your odds, or like being what is this feeling? It's like, you know that it's not yours. Like, you know it's not yours. It's here for you to take, but you're going to take it anyway. I don't know why I'm feeling it like that. This, let me know what this means to you, but that's what it feels like. The King of Swords knows better. The King of Swords is logical enough, practical enough, realistic enough to know that this thing is, and I'm also getting that this relationship is also going to bring loss. It's going to bring some sort of financial difficulty. Someone is in need as well. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, or if they know this about you, that, you know, that someone is not disclosing the full truth about their situation and where they are struggling, because someone is struggling in some area of life here. Okay, so someone is actually needing help. But yeah, it's I don't know. I'm just like giving you a word of caution here. Like, if this is you dealing with someone else and, you know, somehow they need your help or whatever, like, you just want to be careful. I just feel like somebody is saying yes blindly, you know, like saying yes to welcoming in this person into their life in some way. It doesn't have to be romantic. But it's like a blind yes. You know, like, yeah, I'll do it just for the sake of doing it. But do you know why you are welcoming in this person to your life? You know, like, I don't even feel connection, really. I don't really feel passion or anything like that either. It's like, oh, this person is just here. You know, this person is here for now. So let me just see what I can do with him or her. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what this feeling is about. What else here? Pisces. In the next 1 to 2 weeks, just keep in mind that, you know, relationship or not, romance or not, someone is going to come and need your help. And I think for some of you, you've been waiting for this to happen. Next 2 to 3 weeks, you have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, you're going to say yes. You're going to open your doors to this person. You're going to go and try this relationship out. And the next thing you know, if you're not careful, you're going to feel trapped. And like you have put yourself in a situation that you're not going to be able to get out of. You have the Queen of Swords right under the King of Swords. So this is definitely talking about a relationship here. You're not telling people about this. Your closest friends, your closest family members. You're keeping it to yourself. You don't want people to know that you're doing this. It's a lot of discretion, like being discreet here, I'm feeling. There's so much to learn out of this situation. There's so much wisdom to take away from it. Like knowing when to say no, putting up your boundaries, not settling for just anything or anyone. Learning your lesson and like telling yourself like, damn it, I should have known better than to say yes or to offer my help or, you know, something like that. I should have known better. I should have trusted my gut. Why are you feeling trapped? It's like you gave your word and you can't take your word back because that's not the type of person you are. Now you're trapped. This other person knew that you would say yes. This other person knew that the door was open. You can get out of this situation if you just put your foot down. You can get out of this situation if you just say like, hey, like, you know what? This isn't working out. There's nothing stopping you here, but another person, maybe you feel intimidated or I don't know. You need to go back to, you don't need to do anything, but I would suggest you need to go back to where's the behavior and the pattern of settling for just anything or anyone or being too open and too nice and too, you know, service oriented to just anybody. Like, why do you have that inclination to help people out the way you do or to, you know, because it only leads to be taken advantage of, right? Or moving too fast into a relationship, not knowing the entire story about the other person. Then next thing you know, you find yourself trapped in it just because the person was there. I'm getting that super strongly. You said yes to this relationship because it was the only person there. Why? Where's that pattern coming from? Where's that behavior coming from? Looking back into your trauma, into your experience, into your history, you know, of needing to have somebody, I'm feeling. And this is for those of you who are not in a relationship, who maybe have been single for a good while, having a hard time really like finding somebody like okay enough, at least to, you know, have some type of connection with. But unfortunately, this is not the person here. Now, going back to Juno and this card, a big reason why this relationship is such a letdown is because it's not equal. The effort that is put into it, you know, is not equal. Or the financial aspect to the situation. This person probably cannot pay for themselves, cannot do for themselves, cannot take care of themselves. Therefore, you know, all of a sudden you have an additional expense, okay? Which obviously creates resentment in any relationship. So the work and the effort that it takes to continue a relationship and to maintain, you know, the love, maintain the bond, maintain the respect, it's not equal right now between you and them. The next 3 to 4 weeks, you have the Page of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. More communication coming through here, more people coming through here. I don't know. This Page of Cups is just like, this person is naive in a sense. This person is not naive. How can I say this? Like new, like inexperienced, you know, not fully mature enough for their age, not fully mature enough to be in a situation like this with you. They don't understand what the big deal is. They don't understand why, you know, this is such a problem. It just, at the end of the day, you can put so many justifications out there and be like, you know what, this isn't working because you don't make enough money. This isn't working because you're not putting in enough effort. This isn't working because, you know, you need too much help and I can't be there for you or whatever. Like at the end of the day, it feels more so to me that these two people just are not right for each other. They don't go together. They're not for each other. You know, like there's something to be said about knowing when to identify and realize that you're just forcing something that doesn't belong to you. You're forcing something that's not for you. That's what this feels like to me. Maybe on paper it looked good. But once you got into it and got to know it, it's just like, this isn't enough. Like, this isn't satisfying. This isn't what it's supposed to feel like. And this person might be clueless about this whole situation. They might not be on the same wavelength as you, thinking about it in this way. They may have come from more humble background or like simple-minded. I'm feeling very simple-minded of a person. So sorry. I'm just the messenger. There's not a lot that this person brings to the table compared to where you're at, or vice versa. But yeah, it just looks as though you communicate this with them and, yeah, it's like you see your worth here with the Queen of Pentacles. You see your worth. You see what you have. You see that you're valuable, that, you know, like you can wait for the person who is on your wavelength here. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with this person not being the one. There's nothing wrong with that. It just is. There's no blame. There's no like putting them down and criticizing, judging, like none of that, right? It just is. And when we as adults realize that, and, you know, we get into relationships or, you know, little flings or whatever, and we realize that the person is not for us, do we really realize it? Or is it just like all of these justifications? And so therefore it becomes a fight and it becomes this tension. And it's just like, you're not doing what I want you to do because you're not awake enough. You're not aware enough to see that, hey, there's nothing wrong here. We're just two different people that are not made for each other, right? Like they could be the coolest person. They have a good heart. Nothing's wrong with them. You know, they don't meet your standards, but that's okay. They don't have to meet your standards. You know, they're just not for you. Like, it's okay. There shouldn't be a fight. There shouldn't be tension. If we realize that and we see that from, you know, a bigger perspective and getting out of our ego and our pride, right? Not to say that any of you are doing that, but just in case, you know, just to paint the picture that it's all right if this person is not your person. You know, no hard feelings, no harm done. If anything, it helped you see what it is that you, or get closer to what it is that you really do want out of a person or out of a relationship. There's a lesson in everything. What we're doing now is we're getting clarifiers for this 9-card spread over here. So clarifying the 3 of Wands is the 1 of, or the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, wait, just wait. If you see this reading on time and you take it seriously, like once this person comes knocking on your door and you already feel this to be true, that, you know, they are lacking in some place, in some area, try not to force it. You know, you don't have to rush it. You don't have to force it. You can take it slow. You can keep them at bay until you see, you know, what you really have to see about this person, instead of like going all in with them. And the next thing you know, you feel trapped and you're just like, dang it, like I made the wrong move there. King of Swords. Knight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they're coming in and there's some charm that they have. They may be aloof, they may be distant, they may be quiet, a little intimidating. You think that their broodiness or their depth or their darkness or whatever is more than what it really is. It really is just the fact that they are simple-minded. Okay, there's not a lot of like specialness going on under there. I'm so sorry I'm getting it this way, but I mean that's just what I'm getting. I'm sorry about that. So just be careful, like see the truth of it. Take their words and their actions at face value. Do not read more into it. Okay? What they tell you, that's what it is. Or what they show, that's what it is. Like there's no, what is this? Like excuses for them. They are using, it seems like this is a part of their charm. There's a little bit of this young-mindedness to them. And maybe to you, you know, right on the surface, it seems fun or, I don't know. But I don't know. Just, that's what I have to say about that. What is the Five of Pentacles? Oh, God. For some of you, I'm getting that this person comes off, says less because they don't want to expose themselves for who they really are. Deep down, this person is more of a player type, you know, understands that they can be this way and this is how they get attention or, you know, whatever. They are more of a flighty, you know, you can't pin them down. You don't know where they're at. You don't know what's true, what's not true. You don't know, you know, like anything about them because they say so little. But this is part of their, I mean, personality, of course, but, you know, like it goes into their charm as well, right? Like the wounded person who, you know, for those of you that like to take care of people and fix people and heal people, because, right, like, that is a pattern that you may have in life when in relationships. You get the ones that are broken, the ones that are wounded, like whatever that is. This person may come off that way, but they know that they use that as part of their way to get in with another person. Anyway, Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Wands. There's boundaries. There's a wall up. What is this? Give me more on this Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, to clarify the Five of Pentacles. It's like whatever little you have, you want to take care of it. You want to protect it. You should protect it. Six of Swords. Somebody is just trying to get away from drama. Someone's trying to like save what they have, protect what they have, and stay mentally secure, mentally stable, mentally sound, trying not to get back into drama. Maybe this person represents toxicity, selfishness. You know that this person or this type of person only brings loss, only brings strife, only brings struggle and challenges. So it could be the same person that you have history with or the same type of person, right? But you've been through this this is not your first go around here with this type of person. You know what comes next if you open the door and welcome in this person into your life. You know that struggle comes with this type of relationship. So you may have your guard up because you may want to protect what you have left, and you want to protect your peace and your calm and your quiet life here because you have come out of a toxic situation. What is the Eight of Swords? Yeah. Yeah, you just be careful because this is like a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of drama, a whole bunch of hurt and pain and loss here. And this person is not taking no for an answer. This person is relentless. This person is going to come in strong, aggressive, assertive. What is the Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords is your should be like your conscious higher self here, telling you to focus on what's really important, to wait, to focus on your money, focus on your stability, on your life, on what's important outside of this person, so you can be ready for a relationship when it comes through. Focus on creating a lifestyle where you're ready for the right person when that person comes. Okay, focus on yourself, your independence, your livelihood, your stability, security, foundation, building something for yourself. Because when the ideal person comes knocking on your door, you want to be ready for that. Queen of Swords is your unconscious, or your, what is this? Like a guide, a guardian, like your higher self coming down. And maybe some of you have like an air placement, or, you know, your ascendant is in Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, like something airy like that. Like this is your higher self. Yes, you're a Pisces, you're watery, but follow that gut instinct, that intuition, and it's telling you to just get out of your heart, get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions, and go into the logical place of yourself and really think things through. Be smart. Be smart. What's the Hermit? Page of Swords and the Empress. Some of you have to learn how to do this. Some of you have to... There's something about learning how to love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Learn how to have like better relationship with yourself and your worth and your value and your specialness, you know, like your goddess or God within you. Create a relationship with this higher self, this higher form of yourself. There's also this thing that I've been contemplating and thinking a lot about, is like stepping into your ideal self, stepping into your future self. Like, what would that person do in a situation like this, right? Not what you would do right now, but when you think about the person you want to be, because we all strive to be better, right? And so when you think about that person, that version of you, what would that version of you do in a situation like this? What is the Page of Cups? This is also a really good opportunity for you to break your pattern. I'm getting that so strongly. Like identifying, like you're conscious. You're going through this situation awake and conscious with your eyes open. You see yourself and your actions. You know what you're capable of doing in this type of relationship, in this type of situation. And so instead of doing the same thing that you always do when you're faced with a person like this, or when you're faced with this person in particular, instead of doing that, do the opposite. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do those things again. Page of Cups is clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. There you are. You know, just having some compassion and some empathy for this person and why they are the way they are. This is the time in 3 to 4 weeks where they may really need some help, or somebody here needs help. And you're there to help. Somebody needs some nurturing and motherly type of energy. But yeah, having compassion for yourself as well, you know, like it's okay that you've gone through these situations. The good thing is that you see it, and that way you can make a change as at the same time. Like, still love yourself, still love that beautiful heart that you have. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just identifying who you're giving that heart to. What is the Knight of Swords? Yeah, no, don't. This person's going to come through more aggressively later on. You're trying to heal. You're trying to get help in some way. Kids can be involved here as well for some of you. You're trying to, you know, be there for them, whatever the case is. And then this person comes and it's just like this, their same old behavior. And they may really like convince you at this time. But the Ten of Cups, which is a relationship and emotional fulfillment, came along with the Seven of Swords, which is lies and deceit. So this is very much so manipulative type of energy, trying to manipulate and convince, you know, that there is love and connection and all of that. So no, I mean, no, of course it's on you here, but they're really trying and going all out at this time. What is the Queen of Pentacles? Judgment. You really do have a huge opportunity here, Pisces, to change your life and change the course that you're on. And it doesn't look like that in the moment. And that's where it's like humans, especially at this time of life, you know, at this era and these years, all like we want instant gratification and we want results and we want change in the moment or whatever. You seeing this opportunity for you to do it differently, it's not going to feel instant. When I say you have the opportunity to change your life here, it's not like that week you're going to be like, oh my God, you know, like my life changed just because I made a different choice here. You know, this is throughout the course and duration of your future, where you're going to see how big your life, how much your life has changed just by you changing these behaviors and these patterns, you know, when you're dealing with this person or with relationships in general, not settling, right? Working on yourself, waiting for the right person to meet you exactly where you're at, mind, body, heart, and soul, right? Not being okay with just anything that comes to the door just because it's the only person there and you're bored or you need attention. No offense. We've all been there. But by you seeing this for what it is and summoning all of your courage and bravery and strength to say no, to make a different choice along the way, along your future, you're going to see how much and how much your life is going to change. Okay. With this awareness, comes big life change. And I think that the more that you get these bits of blessings, right? Because you're not settling for something like this anymore. Your life starts to open up itself, right? The energy opens up to receive other blessings, whether that's money, higher paying job, better homes, better vehicles, and eventually start to see better quality of people entering your life as well, whether that be friendships, family members, or even romantic relationships, right? It's a level up at this point. All this did was give you a lesson to learn about yourself, your behaviors, your habits, what you settle for. And it's teaching you more about yourself and what you want out of your life and out of relationship. It's not that person, that ideal life, that ideal person is not going to come. There's still work that needs to be done. And that's what Juno says here, right? The work that is put in to having this high quality type of relationship. You still have to do that work, but it will come as long as you don't go back to this. Okay. All right. I hope that helps someone. Thank you so much for your time and energy. As always, I really do enjoy reading for you guys. Again, if you got something out of it, please click the like button. It does help the channel tremendously. And give me a comment. Let me know how it goes. Subscribe to the channel. Check out your rising sign, moon sign, your partner sign. I hope it all works out for you. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.